If I post this in time, today should be October 31st, aka Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Silverwheat Farm is my Halloween-themed farm build. It is split up into 7 parts. The barn, the witch's lab, the track, the pumpkin man, the meteor strike, the summoning circle, and the big screen. We are going to start at the barn. The barn was the first building planned out for this build. It is the centerpiece to this build and my second personal favorite. Inside the barn are stacks of hay, piles of leaves, and horse stalls. To light up the barn, I used a mix of regular and copper lanterns suspended from chains on the wooden frame of the barn. I think the copper lanterns add a creepier element to the barn, and I also really wanted to mess around with the new copper blocks. Moving on to the upper section of the barn, we see the remaining scaffolding of the building, some extra haystacks, and some pumpkins. But if we move over to the window, you can see a lone jack-o'-lantern watching over the rest of the farm. The witch's lab is my take on a Frankenstein lab. On the base floor, we can see the witch working on some sort of monster, which is suspended by chains over an operating table. In the far right corner is a zombie villager who is imprisoned behind bars, and across from that is a pumpkin the witch is working on carving. The upstairs of the lab is the witch's living quarters. It is equipped with a fireplace, an area to brew potions, and a nice cozy purple bed. Frankenstein has always been a core part of Halloween, so I'm glad I could reference it in my build. The track was a fun addition that I added to build on the barn. The track is a dirt track built for horse racing. In the middle of the track is a giant skeleton skull that judges the races. The Pumpkin Man is a random addition that I added for fun. It is partially based off a short story I wrote in the 7th grade. The Pumpkin Man is huge, being built out of tuff with a pumpkin head on top. On a chain behind it, it drags a large pumpkin to where no one knows. The meteor strike is exactly what it sounds like. What once was a pig pen is now a meteorite landing site, which has unleashed a horde of alien slimes. Aliens are not usually a core theme in Halloween, but they are still frequently used, so I wanted to represent them some way in this build. Off the path, deep in the forest covered by trees, the summoning circle sits. Skulls and candles on the exterior, altar and cutout eye in the middle. Do you dare approach? The big screen, my favorite part of this build. I've always loved drive-in and outdoor movie theaters, and when I was thinking about ideas to add to this build, this was one of the first ones that popped in my head. Not as much now, but in the past, drive-in theaters and outdoor theaters were a big part of Halloween, usually showing a variety of classic monster and horror movies. There are still some around, though they are less common. Well, that's all I got for today. If you enjoyed my video, make sure to like and subscribe. And most importantly, have a happy Halloween!